Okay, Assalamu alaikum everyone. I'm going to discuss the relationship between the earth and the sun. In the last tutorial, I've explained to you people about the revolution and the rotation, and I told you that the revolution means the rotation of the earth around the sun. It basically causes seasons. Okay, so the rotation of the earth around the sun causes season. But how does it cause the season? We are now going to discuss it in this tutorial. Okay, so first of all, before discussing the seasons, we need to know some initial things, which are latitude and longitudes. What are latitudes and what are longitudes? You might have heard about these terms in the grade 3, but now I'm going to tell you in the detail. Just like I explained you in the previous tutorial, that there is an imaginary line that is an axis of the earth, around which the earth rotates. Now the latitudes and the longitudes are also the imaginary lines that are present on the earth. We can't see them from the naked eye, but these are the lines which help us in many ways. First of all, what are the lines of latitudes? Latitude means these are some horizontal lines. These are some horizontal lines which are present on the earth. They are stretched from east to west. Okay, these are stretched from east to west. You know, north, south, east, west. So these are the lines which are passing from the east to west. These are total 180 lines. We draw them in such a way that these are total 180 lines. Okay. Then we have the lines of longitude. What are the lines of longitude? These are the straight lines. These are the straight vertical lines. These are total 360 lines. Okay. And these lines pass from north to south. North to south. So north to south, from this line and moving this direction in eastern direction, there are total 180 lines, and from this line till this direction, when we move till this western point, then these are total 180 lines. So 180 plus 180 is equal to 360. So these are total 360 lines. If I define the definition terms again, then the lines of latitudes are the lines which pass from east to west. They are known as lines of latitude, and the lines which pass from north to south, these lines are called line of longitude. And lines of latitude are total 180 lines, and line of longitude are total 360 lines. We have given some names to these lines, not all of them, but to some of the lines. Names. Okay, we have given them some names. For example, this is the line of latitude that is known as equator. This is the line of latitude that is known as equator, and it is the very central line. It is the very central line. And this line, in the line of longitude, this line is the prime meridian, is known as the prime meridian. Basically, this line is known as prime meridian because this is the line which is passing from the center of the earth. Okay, when we discuss the line in the form of vertical, so vertical means the central vertical line means it is the center of a circle or maybe a sphere. But if we discuss the horizontal line, and it is in the center of some square circle, then it means it is the middle. So for the line of latitude, we will use the equator. We will define equator in such a way that it is the middle line which is passing from the middle of the earth. And in case of lines of longitude, this is the line which is the line of which is the central line, that is the prime meridian. Okay. So apart from this, we have given some names to these lines. Apart from giving the names, we have given some numbers as well. For example, this equator line, it has the number of 0. Then as we go upward in the northern side, in the northern hemisphere, then we keep on increasing the numbers. For example, after sometimes we use the number 16, then 23, then 40, just like this we keep on increasing the number unless we reach to this point till 90 degree. Okay, so from here then till here we have total 90 lines. Okay, I just used a term that is hemisphere. What are hemisphere? Hemisphere means if I tell you that I'm talking about the areas which are above the equator, it means I'm talking about the northern hemisphere. And if I talk about the areas below the equator, then it means I'm talking about the southern hemisphere. Okay, because above the equator this is all northern hemisphere, and below the equator it is all southern hemisphere. Okay, just like this, if I talk about the right side of the prime meridian, it means it is the eastern hemisphere. Okay, and if I talk about the western side of the prime meridian, means the central line of the earth, then it means I'm talking about the western hemisphere. You have to keep this in your mind. Okay, now I have told you that I have given some numbers to these lines, and I keep on counting unless I reach to my limit of the numbers. For example, till the ending point, that is from 0 to 90, 0 to 90, and this is 0 to 90 degree north, and this is 0 to 90 degree south. The numbers are same, just there is a difference of direction. If we go above the equator, then it means it is, for example, 16 degree north, and if we go down the equator, then it means it is 16 degree south. The numbers are same, but there is a difference of eastern and northern and southern hemisphere. Just like this, we have here the prime meridian. If we go till this point to the eastern side, 0 degree east, 5 degrees, 20 degrees, 30 degrees, and if we are going the western side, then it means 15 degrees, 30 degree west. So we keep on going. Okay.